The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands, having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 50 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here now Roberts. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down and 4. Ryan, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, here's Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 41, Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On the ground, this is Smith. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Smith trying to run for it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try.
It's caught inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. He will push his way down to about the 14. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and push it in with Gore into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Check, 59. Oh, get him.
On second and goal, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And Graham's got it, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. How Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. It's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen now looks to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And the blitz does come. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Here we go.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Bills have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Ryan. Complete to Jones. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You got the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Now Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And it's complete. Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. So Ryan and the Falcons down 14-10, 2 minutes to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. They run, Devontae Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now it's the Bills' turn, trailing by a field goal. 1:52 to play. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit because it's a 2-minute situation.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tack McKinley. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll run here with Freeman. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, it'll be Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and maybe a surprise for a team that plays its games indoors to come out in the elements and play the way that they did. Were you surprised at all?
I think a little bit, yes, but I often think back to some of the great coaches of the past.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Allen now on first down. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now let's take a look here at the Bills' offense.
So let's all work together on this one, because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. So he got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Star Latulele in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Powers through. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as the Ravens push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A big play here for the Bills. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ingram again, a first down carry. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They toss to Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's second down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Singletary on the toss play. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing a point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On second down, Singletary. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Back now in Baltimore. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Now in 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession now.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On first down, Allen throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And able to find John Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 36.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to... Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the 41, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And an alley to run. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On first down, Ingram, and they can't corral him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Fights him off. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here's Jackson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them,
Big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go, defense.
Now Ryan on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Freeman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get-off on the snap. Jumped too quickly.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. On second down and 4. Jackson. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Second down and goal. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Seth Roberts there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Single.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Ryan to throw. And it's complete right back to Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. To throw is Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And now it's blocked.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead,
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, it's Pierce, so goes the team. And they need to be on the same page, in sync. And they really wish it could have been earlier in the game. Now they've got some ground to make up.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers or counters.
There goes Mark Ingram. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 75 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now Ryan.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 35.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Freeman again. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Ingram again. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. On third down, Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first and 10, it's Ryan. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jihad Ward just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. quick throw taken in by Snead. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Throwing again. Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Ryan now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.